Yeah, so I'm Nick Evans. I work in assembly services. Out of college, I was looking for an opportunity in Southern California. I grew up in North County. Came across working at Palomar. Wasn't anything I knew much about before working in the niche field that we work in. Captured my interest, and I dove headfirst, trying to absorb as much as I could because it was challenging, it was high tech. That's really how I came across Palomar and assembly services, and those are the same reasons that I've stayed. Within Palomar, so Palomar makes die attach systems, wire and wedge bonders, and vacuum reflow systems. What our group does within the company is we provide services to customers using that equipment. For customers that either want to buy equipment or proving out their product that they'll need equipment, or customers that will never need equipment and just need an assembly service. So we have people who have been here 45 years, we have people who've been here 20 years, and all that time they've seen numerous challenges in the industry. There may be new design techniques or new technologies that customers are coming out, but in terms of assembly and how to overcome those challenges, we've probably seen it or seen something very similar and overcome those challenges before. We serve all of those potential customers using our equipment in our state-of-the-art lab here in Palomar. So we have die attach, so we do epoxy die attach, eutectic soldering, traditional non-eutectic soldering for die attach, UV Acure epoxies, thermally conductive, non-conductive epoxies, so we can use our die attach systems and our other lab equipment to dispense or pin transfer or pick and place materials and die with high accuracy depending on what it needs, ball bonding or wedge or ribbon bonding. We can do low void or zero void eutectic bonding in our vacuum reflow ovens. For new projects or projects that are going through iterations, we can provide design for manufacturing inputs where we can make recommendations on how to improve and make the design more manufacturable. We we do a lot of pre-measurement, a lot of characterization, a lot of support with failure analysis or root cause analysis. So from customers that are just sketching out their concept to customers that have a product that's in production and they're moving to the next iteration, we can help with all of those points in their product life cycle. But they can all be boiled down to some pretty fundamental elements, which we've seen a lot of. So there are known die attach challenges, there are known wire bond challenges, and other known assembly challenges. So before a customer parts get into our lab or a customer comes into our lab, we engage with the customer, we go through meetings, we look through the design and we look through our history and our experience, and we point out where we think or know those challenges are going to be as much as we can. And the best approach that we've seen work is that before we get real parts or before a customer has gone so far in their part design, we can identify those challenges and have some test vehicles made up where we're not using live high dollar value parts, but we're using representative parts that we can perform some process development and proof of capability on. So we can really prove and suss out those processes, and then a customer can be confident in their design before moving into full assembly, because we've worked out the key challenges with these low cost parts that we can get a lot of and really optimize those challenges. Right now, technology is exponentially changing. Semiconductors, all the different MEMS, a lot of technology changes happening at the chip level and photonics integration level. When it comes to what we do, that can have an impact on package assembly. And there are some disruptive technologies that we keep an eye on that are either an alternative to what we do or can contribute to our assembly. But I think the most valuable way is through our customers. We see how they're integrating, seeing that come through the door and getting our hands on it and really seeing the benefits or the drawbacks of those different technologies firsthand, is highly valuable for us and for our customers. As a contract manufacturer, as a prototyping service, we're really differentiated in the fact that we are a capital equipment manufacturer. So other CMs pull in equipment from a lot of different sources and use that. They have a lot of capabilities, but they're not experts at the particular stuff that we do. We've been doing die attach wire bond and vacuum reflow for 40 plus years, and we make the equipment. So we're improving the equipment. We see stuff come through the door where, hey, we should add that capability to our platforms right now. So as a contract manufacturer, owning the equipment, having access to our software group or our hardware group, our program managers, being able to make changes to accommodate customer needs is a huge differentiator for us. If we just had our North America Innovation Center and assembly services, that works really well for North American customers. We're on the same time zone, essentially geographically located pretty close to where, if a customer needs to fly across the US to come here for a week to do process development, it's much easier to do. Not so much as easy to do in Europe to North America or North America to Asia. And so having those locations there, there's a lot of value in being on the same time zone, but there's a lot of value in going to the lab, working with our team, both ways. It's valuable for Palomar, it's valuable for the customer because the customer knows their design and what the critical elements are. So if we need to make adjustments, having them there, seeing what the challenges are, helps to inform their next design iterations and helps to push the current development through in a way that's going to be valuable for the customer. So, having those geographic locations is essential. "13 years ago, the inception of assembly services here at Palomar, there was an employee who saw a need for what customers were asking for, being a direct touch point to customers and saying, hey, there's a need that can be fulfilled here. And so they put together a business plan, started an assembly services, a contract manufacturer. So, the success of that led to our Palomar Asia group in Singapore. And recently in Germany, we kicked off the European Innovation Center. And so that is in its inception right now. They're getting equipment in there, setting up the lab, and creating a customer base in Europe. It started off as a small team, and we've taken it from here to here. And so what is that next life cycle stage for assembly services? We have a healthy set of customers. We're working on really challenging and novel projects. And essentially, I just see us adding more capabilities, more equipment sets, more staff, and touching a wider range of customers and a wider number of markets. and building up team members so that we can share our expertise with them and they can grow and they can share that with our customers. So really expansion and growth and working with more people. Thanks for watching this interview. If you have any questions, you can reach out to our sales team or myself directly. We're always happy to take on a new challenge.